This is a special SRN Weekend TV blurb with Greg Sanders and Jim Hendrick. Good afternoon. And it may look like it's evening. This program is pre-taped. I am in the home of Special Administration, Public Liaison, Small Business Administration, James Ryan Hendrick. Jim, how are you doing? Better than I deserve. My question to you is this. First of all, the future Secretary of Treasury who has been nominated, Rubin, has sent a folder copy of your plan. Could you please explain to us some of the things that's in your plan? One of the most important things that's in my plan is this: faith-based initiatives. Now, I know some people in Congress ain't gonna like what's in it. I think the first emphasis should be in Judeo-Christian formats, churches and synagogues. If Muslims want to be involved, that's fine too. But my particular arm works for the Judeo-Christian deal. President Clinton's going to find that out sooner or later, and he might cause problems with that. But as public liaison, I represent the country, which is 97% Judeo-Christian, and not in servancy to the President of the United States. Are there any other elements of your plan? Well, for one thing, I have spoken to Congressman Earl Rogers, I believe it was Monday morning, and he told me that he'd like to see Texas, Arizona, and California work together on an economic plan that includes faith-based initiatives so that not everything is dependent upon the media and the government. And you think that plan is okay. The small businesses from all three states are given the sentiment, as most small businesses all over the country. They're tired of President Clinton dragging his feet about these matters. And so that's why I agreed to be interviewed today. We're going to change to another topic. As you know, the judge issued a limited gag order on the Bob Cooney bribery case. Could you please give me your insights about that case? I'm not aware of all the particulars. I know the FBI has been in surveillance of Cooney. But from what I hear and what's all over the place, it's obvious if he's trying to cover his butt to the media, he broke the law. And because he broke the law, he must suffer the penalty. Now, of course, it needs to be decided by the court of law, but the court of public opinion has got to be against this man. And so that's why I think that the gag order was the right thing to do. I don't know about such things. I'm assuming that my boy, who's studying public affairs, will eventually find out. But anyway, do you think that this will be part of the Whitewater investigation? No. This doesn't impact President Clinton in any way. It impacts you. Maybe to some degree. But that being said, what Bob Cooney pulls does not remove me from my job. I'm aware that President Clinton may try to offer me another position. And I will reserve that judgment until when I'm with him Monday in person. Let's talk about the issue of the southwestern United States. Why are they so eager to buck the U.S. system regarding small business? The Clinton administration has made too many regulations and too much red tape and too much federal budget spending on the regulations and red tape. It's time to deal with it. That's why I'm in agreement with Newt Gingrich and Earl Rogers and others regarding the contract with America. And that's where I stand. Were you always a conservative? I didn't really start paying attention to politics until about the early 80s. About 5 years after I moved on my father-in-law's ranch. And he told me he couldn't stand Reagan, but he could tolerate Bush. And so in 88, he says, Jim, I'm a dying man. I need you to take my place and serve in this country. You will campaign for Bush. And so in many ways, yeah, I've been a conservative. Then why did you back Clinton? I mean, nothing particularly wrong with that, but why did you back him? I believed the literature and everything that was placed in my hands that he was going to make changes from where things were lacking with Bush. And don't get me wrong, it seems like he's made some, ironically, just before the election, but it's still not good enough. It's still not good enough, and it won't fly this next Congress. They're going to make sweeping changes in legislation, and anything that has to do with small business, I'm going to join in that pact. One more thing about Bob Cooney. Do you wish any ill will towards him? No, I don't wish any ill will towards this man. Except I might say this. He broke the law. He broke the trust of his family, his friends. Probably most likely the nation. That's up to a court of law to decide. But the fact that the only thing I can say against him is the fact that he tried to use my son to turn against me. I'm glad that maybe that's beginning to backfire. We'll see. But if he's found guilty, he should do the time. Thank you very much. From all of you on the NRS TV feed, which you get on VHS, this is Greg Sanders. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.